Hi. So, been out for just under 3 hours. Been out campaigning, putting flyers through letterboxes, knocking on doors. Some people uh, were receptive. Some people were abusive. Some people just literally went out the front door, stuck the flyers in the bin. These people, I'm afraid, can't be helped. The apathy from so many people is ridiculous. It's something that is borderline insanity as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry, it's borderline insanity that people get vexed at people who are trying to help. I don't understand this mindset of people. I don't understand the mindset. How on earth can you get vexed at people are walking out to go and try and help you? You know, here we have myself, a 65-year-old man. I'm pushing 66, by the way. And with me, I have a lady in her 60s with health issues. It's just me and this lady walking the streets with flyers, trying to help people. Imagine if there was one person per street in one town that said, yeah, I'll help. That means everyone has to do just their street. But what we get is people saying, yep, I'll help. I'll be right by your side. I'll do this for you. I'll do that. When it comes down to it, nothing. They will be putting links on social media. They will be talking about the problem. They'll be talking through an echo chamber, talking to people who already know, but they don't want to do the hard work of putting feet in front of each other. My kids are grown up. My kids know exactly where they are in the world. Where do these people who have children think the saviour is going to come from? Because they are quite happy to let other people do the work, whilst also saying, yeah, it's disgusting, I'm going to fight this, I'm going to fight this. Well, how about you put your feet in front of the other and you start working and you start doing it instead of just talking it? I've always been a massive advocate for actions speak louder than words. So why are we getting people who are still using words? This apathy from people is quite honestly pathetic. I find it disgusting that a 65-year-old man and a 62-year-old woman are the only ones that go out to try and help, when other people literally will make excuse after excuse after excuse and say, yeah, I would have done as well if I could. Well, don't you lot think that I could do other things? I could go and spend time with my grandchildren while they're on the Easter holidays. But no, I'd sooner go out and try and help your children. Why can't other people put actions before words? As Dace has just said, generation of pussies. I'm not like that, guys. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to damn well do it. I will not let people down. Even with my health conditions, I will not let people down. I will die first trying to help people. So while you're sitting on your backsides, putting your links up and your TikToks and all of that nonsense, other people are trying to save other people. Try and save your people. It's not very often I'll come on like this, but I'm sick and tired of it. If I offered a young person a 100-meter race, who do you think is going to win? It certainly won't be me, guys. It certainly won't be me. I'll probably flake out and collapse before 30 meters. But when I look across the road and I see this 62-year-old woman with health issues struggling to walk, and I think of all the young people with children who can't be asked to get up off their backside and go and help, I find it, quite honestly, I find it disgusting. I find it disgusting. So when your children live a life of control and tyranny, then don't come saying to me it's disgusting, saying it's wrong, because you're part of the problem. If you're not going to prepare to get up and go out and do it, then I don't know. I just find it so disappointing. Disappointing that people will not put actions before words. What does it take for people to realise? When they get in their car and they drive up the road and they smack into a pothole and their car is damaged and they're vexed now and they're kicking off because it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. Why? We've got to do something about it. Actions. Not words. Actions. As Helen said, they're all mouth until something happens. You're right, Helen. You're absolutely right. I'm absolutely knackered now. 3 hours has just done me. 3 hours. Carrying a bag full of flyers, big heavy bag full of flyers. For people that pick up one flyer, it's nothing. Try carrying sort of like thousands of the things on you. I think people that are prepared to watch an old man go out doing that while they're on their backsides, I think it's shameful. It's shameful. I don't see how I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If I saw a person older than me doing something, I'd have to help them. That's how I roll. That's how I am. What are you going to do when you drive up the road and you see one of them big wooden planters? Are you going to say, "I'm going to go through it. I'm going to take the fine," or are you going to moan about it? No, you're going to moan about it. You're going to moan about it and expect somebody else to do the work. Well, this old guy here talking to you now, this old guy is doing the work. But how long can an older person do it before they collapse? Let me remind you that I was one of the people that was told by the NHS that I'm one of the most vulnerable and I'm likely to die if I don't have that vaccine. Guess what? I didn't have the vaccine. I'm still alive. But it does not mean I'm not vulnerable, because I am vulnerable. When you get to my age, every day is a blessing. But when you're younger, and you've got young uns, look at them. Look at what you're going to leave them. My passion has always been for working for the younger generation. It will continue to be. But while I'm working for your kids, and you're prepared to watch me work for your kids, well, you don't. That tells me everything I need to know. My friend Alan Whitehead, Alan, a man of wisdom, used to play the drums for the group, Marmalade. my all-time favourite song, Reflections of My Life. Listen to it. I'll tell you a little bit about me. Alan says to me, I can't think of the exact word, but it was something along the lines of, Ephraim, bugger off over to Thailand, come over to Thailand. And I've just said to my missus, if I have my way, that's where I'll be going. I'll be going to Thailand. After today, I'll be going to Thailand because the apathy of the people of this country is why this country is where it is. I could sell this house and me and the missus could sail off into the sunset, live in the sun. My best mate, Ronnie Mojay, he says to me many times, Tell, why are you doing this? Bruv, you wearing yourself out for people that don't care about anyone else. It's time you sat with the sand between your toes. Ronnie's right. So how come I can't do that? How come I can't do that? I'll tell you why I can't do that. Because I care about people. I don't like humans, because I think humans are horrible, ignorant people. But the strange thing is, I care about them. And I want to do my best for them. So when you tuck your kids in a bed tonight, and you tell them you love them, that's admirable. I love that. But why don't you do something to show it as well? I find it sad. I find it disappointing. But there's one thing I can tell you this. No young person will ever be able to say to me, why didn't you do more? I find it disappointing. I don't have to stand for any political party. I'm doing this because something else needs to be done. In order to get to affect change, you have to be in a position of change. Today, me and Sue, we were out. We're knocking on doors, and people were saying they're disappointed. They've begged the council to help them. The council to help them get driveways, knock down trees, da 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 da. But the council say no, we're not going to do that. We like our green. But this green is trash. It's trash. And so for a long time, we spend time talking to people about their concerns and their frustrations. We do it all. We do it all because we care. So if you work out, 60 and 60 are 120, plus 5, 125, plus 227, 127-year-olds going out today. That's what we had, 65 and 62, going out today to try and help your family, your children. All it would have taken was a few more people to say, I'm going to come out and help. Like I said yesterday, I will do my best. I will do my best. But I will take a rain check at the end of this, and I will decide whether the people deserve it. I will take a rain check. I do hope that I'm in a position where I can help other people come 5th of May this year. But if not, then I'll look at the situation and decide what to do. I cannot do it alone. When I look at the map of where I were expected to go today to try and canvass, and I look at that and think, wow, how am I going to do this? How are me and this 62-year-old woman going to do this? Sally came over, and my missus, she came over and helped after work. She went to work today, so when she finished work, she came over to help. She rushed straight over. Imagine asking a 65-year-old man to do a 10,000 meters. He'd probably be dead before the first 2,000. But if you asked him to do 500 meters and you times that, so everyone done a little bit, and it all amounted to 10,000 meters, we'd all be able to win. But no, you're prepared to let one person do it. And that's what I find disappointing. Alan, you're not sure what happened, Alan. No, this is just me talking, Alan, about, this is Alan Will. Alan, I'm talking about the apathy of people, and it's not about any one person, it's about people in general, not just in Ipswich, people across the UK. They want change, but they're not prepared to fight for that. They will go where the action is and where the drama is, but they won't be prepared to do the humdrum, walking streets, knocking on doors. The last time I knocked on doors, I was 14 years old. I was called a paper boy doing paper rounds. Now I'm doing it because I'm doing it for you lot, for your kids. And I don't want further thanks, but a little bit of support. And I find it sad that other people still, even after what they know, are prepared to let one or two people do the legwork while they go and post links. They post me links that I already know about. It's all running good shouting out in an echo chamber. But just imagine how powerful it would be if there was a dozen people walking down the street, a dozen, 15 people walking down the street, all singing from the same hymn sheet. I've always said it takes numbers. Two people aren't numbers. So I find it disappointing. And this today is just an example of where we now are. So don't get me wrong. I'm not moaning about me being let down. I'm talking about the apathy of people where they expect other people to do it, and they sit back and say, "Yeah, I know what's happening. I know what's going on," but they don't do nothing about it. They know what's going on. It's borderline insanity, that is. So, Alan, yeah, get that house ready, Alan. I might join you in Thailand, pal, because from what I'm seeing in the UK, these people in the UK don't have the backbone. There's a few people that have the backbone, but not this is the minority. And until people start to realise that other people need to step up to the plate, don't expect one or two people to do it. There needs more. There needs loads of people to do this. There's only so much one or two people can do. But imagine if everyone stepped up. All these people that say, "Yeah, I'm going to challenge this. I'm going to challenge this," they don't. I see people like Alan. Uh, Aaron. Aaron leaves. He goes out on the streets, walking, trying to wake people up on his own. That guy's a soldier. That guy's a soldier. It's not enough. It's not enough. One soldier doesn't make an army. If people aren't prepared to fight for their children, then hope is lost. You say you're going to fight this, you're going to change this, but you don't. Just words. So, Sue, thank you for today. I know you're absolutely shattered, as I am. And on Saturday, I'll be going back out again, back to the streets. And other people will continue to send me messages on Messenger and send me links and do their own video TikToks, while other people are going out trying their best for you lot. Nice sunny day today. There's no excuse. I'm not here to gather fans, to get people to support me. I'm here for the truth. Suffolk County Council, Ipswich Borough Council have all signed up for these 15-minute cities. It's coming. It's coming. Where you'll be fined for leaving your district 100 times a year. Then you'll get fined if you go beyond that. Oh, and let me also add, within that 100 times a year, you only get to go out if you first pay a permit. You have to pay for a permit. So you pay for that permit and then you can go out 100 times a year. Is that how you want to live? Is that how you want to live? Pay for a permit. And then you can go out 100 times a year out of your district. And if you go out 101 times, you get hit with a £60 fine. All the wooden planters they're putting out. You can't go through there because we said you can't go through. All because of this climate. Well, let me tell you, at the age of 65, I have not seen any change, apart from maybe a few higher winds. But I've not, and the seasons might have changed a little, but I've not noticed any difference in temperature change. It's still cold in the winter. We don't get as much snow, but it's still cold. I'm not noticing a change. So, where is this climate crisis come from? I'd be interested to find out, and I will find out. Some people watching this will know what I've done in order to challenge where crises are coming from. I'm waiting for feedback from that. Let's just say that. But I'm not going to sit back and wait. I'll keep pushing and pushing and pushing. You know, when I look at what the good people of Thetford did, you know, Bob Sayers, Mike Ball, those guys, they spoke up. They went to the council. They took it to the council. They had the whole community behind them. And guess what? The council actually sort of like they tried to bully them, but as soon as Mike and Bob and the team spoke up, the council backed down. Yeah, we won't allow that. We won't allow that. I don't trust anything these people say. I don't trust them. But Mike and Bob and the team, they challenged them, and they will keep on at them. And this is what needs to be done. So if a small town like Thetford can come out in their droves the way they did that night, why can't a town like Ipswich? And that's probably because a town like Ipswich are prepared to let other people do it. Good on you. Good on you, Tel. Good on you. Carry on. Yeah, we're with you. We're right by your side. All I'm going to say is prove it. Prove it. Tell you what, Saturday, midday, back out onto the streets. So the good people of Ipswich who say, yeah, I'm with you, I'm with you. See you at my house at 12 o'clock. Let's see what happens there then, eh? And for the people who are passionate about helping, I've already told them that I will put my hand in my pocket again and I'm going to do a buffet lunch for everybody as a thank you to them for helping me. I'm disappointed at the people who do the talk but don't do the walk. You're right. You're absolutely right, Joanne. Thetford are an awesome coming together. And it is sad that we struggle to find locals. It's apathetic. And it needs to change, and it needs to change fast. Because until people start standing up and speaking up and getting out there, the controllers are going to continue to keep turning the thumb screws, and people will not be able to live the lives they want. And like I say, I've had a good life, and people might say, "Yeah, good on you, Tel. You're an absolute inspiration." But I'm doing it for the others. I'm doing it for the kids. If anyone knows what I'm about, they will understand that. I'm doing it for your kids. There's only so much one person can do. So thanks to Sue and Sally that came out today. I'm aching now. I'm going to go and have coffee, have a rest, and I'll be back out again on Saturday. People that say they can do it and they're going to do it and they're going to be there by my side. I'll look by my side again on Saturday as I leave the door. And I'll have a look left and right and see if there's anybody there. Then I'll know. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. All the best, guys. And yeah, for those of you in towns like Thetford, be proud of yourselves, because Thetford is what gave me hope, still gives me hope. But until people of towns like Ipswich start looking at the inspiration that is Thetford, it's all going to fall flat. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.